Here it is. Very definitely final installment of Let's Play ADOM. We're approaching the end of the game, my good people. Many tasks have been faced. Many monsters have been slain. Much time has been wasted playing a video game. And by you watching me play one, which is, well, why not, I guess. And there's still some stuff left to do. We're on D48. There are 5 rifts. I have 5 orbs. Now there's a bit of a science to getting the right rifts in the right order into the orbs. The orbs into the rifts. I am terrible at English. First of all, you can do the orb of air very easily. That's not too bad. Just throw it in. A roaring wind soars to this level. This roaring wind doesn't actually have any effect, at least none that is known, so you're in a clear there. But now you don't have that chaos orb anymore. And that's the other part. Once you get rid of the orb, you don't have it anymore. And the case of the water orb, which is by far the most useful for its ability, that can be pretty nasty. But first of all, we have these 2 orbs. Here's the Rift of Mana. The Mana Orb has a pretty powerful effect. It completely replenishes all PP, gives you 3 mana points. Unfortunately, it also causes at least 2.5 corruptions, and that is with the elemental gauntlets. So that's not really something you want to do. So I'm going to get rid of the Mana Orb first. Putting the Mana Orb in the Rift causes the following to happen. For some seconds, a strange silence fills the whole level, and the rift disappears. And as you can see, I've lost all my PP, and I have lost 2 mana points. If you have a spellcasting character rather than a barbarian, you probably want to bite the bullet and get rid of this rift first, so you have the maximum amount of time to recover your PP before you go down to the final level. This is the Earth Rift, which once again, the whole level is shaking, does not have actually a tangible effect, so this one's rather harmless in itself. And looks like I'm going to have a little fight on my hands. Nothing serious. There's not really much at this point that can be serious, but that's as it should be because I am preparing for the final battle. 1 second. I keep hitting the wrong button. Yep, that's what I wanted. Greater Daemon. I don't want my stats drained at this point, so I'm just going to shoot it. Chaos Knight I can kill. I gotta remember before I go down to the very final level to check my inventory before I do. I have to check something about that strength. First of all, get rid of the elemental orb of fire. Put together strength and it goes down. So strength lost. Subtracted. I go down to 26 strength. Looks like it worked like that. Or did it? No, I don't think I actually got any strength points from that. The game is lying to me. Like a liar. Okay. That's the last 2. Now the water orb actually has an effect too. It's humid, and it's going to cause some water damage. But really nothing major. The main effect of losing the Chaos Orb Elemental Water is that you don't have its healing powers anymore. Which can be really nasty if you don't, like I do, have a stack of potions of extra healing and potions of ultra healing left over from your adventuring. This is the only healing you get in the last level. So, no water orb, but I can live with that. Yep, I do get water damage. It decreases middle accuracy, cursing, treasure creation, spellbook of darkness, and slow monster. Okay. Now, I have dealt with 4 orbs. Before you place the last orb in your slot, you have to be really sure that you want to do this, that you want to finish the game. Because once you've put the 5th orb in, there's no going back. And also, because I have the Ring of the Master Cat, you have to remember one other thing. You can step on the orb place to cast monster detection before you place it in there, to check if there's any cats on the level, because if they are, putting the fire orb would probably kill them. There are no cats I can see, so I can get rid of the chaos orb, or the metal fire. The whole level is filled with immense heat. The level cools down once more and the bonfire is gone. You hear a grating sound in the distance. What just happened? Can you guess it? I did say there would be no way to return to the previous levels. Why do you think that is? Let's say you wanted to try and get out. You would find that the stairs that took you here, which should lead upwards, now lead downwards. There is no way to get to D47 anymore. You can only go down to D49, the second to last level. And I guess that's what I'm going to have to do. Before I do, I'm going to read a Blessed Scroll of Identify once more. Really check all of my items. Drink the ones that need drinking, or could do with some drinking. Though most of these aren't really important at all, I have to admit. The Potion of Longevity is kind of important actually, because I'm going to fight some Ghost Lords, so I should be prepared for that. I have a lot of regular potions of water, and I don't have access to an altar at this point, so I might have to prepare myself to get that water blessed by dipping it into holy water, which is kind of ineffective if you don't have an altar. It's still more than good enough. I have some unblessed potions of ultra healing, and you really want all of your ultra and extra healing blessed to get a maximum effect. I'm going to do up a lot of crap now to get my weight down that I'm really not going to need anymore. This stuff, I don't need any of it. This stuff, once more, I don't need. Oh, I didn't realize the Tower Crystal Shield was so awesome. I'm actually going to use that one. Cloaks I'll keep. You never know. Boots I'll mostly. I'll not mostly keep. Okay. Amulets. They don't really matter. Melee weapons. I don't really need all this stuff. No, I don't need it. Get rid of it. Keep the weight down. I don't need these two either. I don't need thousands of slings. I'm gonna keep all the missiles, but I won't be needing the climbing set at the very least. I'm not going to be needing these spell books because That ship has kind of sailed. I'm not going to need any. Where I go, the gold won't be worth a bit. I'm burdened, so I have to get rid of 500 stones. I can do that. I can switch. First, I can switch for the better trial crystal shield. Get rid of the other. It's already half of that. Second, I can get rid of this light crossbow. And I can get rid... Of the plain blanket. The turning ink. No, I won't drop the ingots. That could get nasty. I'll get rid of the cooked lizards. Okay. I'm no longer burdened. And now the way is clear for me to go to D49. The ground here seems to be covered with a very slippery layer of ice. It's cold here. Staring upwards here, you sneeze, you resist the icy blast. And can you see down in the left, down to the bottom right, how my speed is completely getting aced? I'm on D49. This is the icy level. And you might be surprised to learn that there are no actual monsters in here. I said there's a whole lot of slippery floor, which means the ice-covered ground is too slippery to cross. You can't move. Now you might wonder, what the hell am I doing now? What the hell am I supposed to do? I can't move an inch. But there is help in the form of physics. Every action provokes an equal and opposite reaction. If I kick against this wall, the counterforce from the wall, reflected or something, will propel me in the opposite direction. And that's not the only way to get an equal and opposite reaction. First of all, I'm going to shorten the way to the exit with this one of digging. I won't be bothering to get a complete layout of the level to show you why it's necessary. But just to get your gist of it, the level is consists of an entire way around, and the exit is around here. But you can use a one of digging to shorten the way so that you can reach the exit much quicker, which is what I just did. Now I can kick against the wall again to get in this direction. But now the wall kicking is exhausted, but I can do something else. I can throw items, and the force I expend throwing the item will also propel me in the opposite direction. And I'm going to decide to throw a potion of uselessness. Actually, I can throw all of them. Because, well, you're going to see. It is called, after all, the potion of uselessness. But by throwing it in this way, it suddenly becomes useful. And, well, you can see what happens. You slide to the northwest. You suddenly hear a booming voice. "You yearly hast found a use for this petty item. Your ingenuity shall be rewarded." And there's a pickaxe here. It weighs 90 stones. And I might spoil it for you, but I'm going to tell you. This is an artifact pickaxe. It's the Dwarven Pickaxe Hammerhead. It's an indestructible pickaxe that will be able to mine forever. You don't always get the pickaxe. In fact, you get a random artifact, just like if you pre-crown. And it can be something much, much, much better than the pickaxe. I'm kind of disappointed, but I don't really need a better artifact, so I can live with that. And now I'm going to throw the other potion of uselessness. Now I'm out of those, but I can still throw other things. I'm just trying to decide now what it is I'm going to throw next. Well, I can throw this rock. I don't really need that one. Now I'm over here. And the rest of the way, I'm going to use a sling. And I can see. I have these wonderful Scorjavi of returning. I can throw these and they're going to return to me. So I can catch them. This way I can get all the way to the west. It doesn't really matter how far you throw them, you always get pushed at the same distance. It depends on the range of the item you throw. If I were to shoot arrows, I would be pushed much farther because I have levels in bows and crossbows, which means bonus range, which means much more power behind the shot, which means much more propulsion. But I'd have to waste arrows and quarrels to do it, and why do that if I have these wonderfully useless Scorjavi of returning? And I'm at the target. Now here's the thing. I have a speed score of 10. That can get dangerous. Luckily, it's fixable. This level is very strange. The walls are hard to see. Everything seems to blur, and you feel slightly dizzy. And now, if you would love to, or like some a little bit of extra touch added, pick out your favorite epic music, put it in, and watch me perform on D50, the final level of the game. Perform the rites of passage to my rise to the ultimate legend of the one who saves the world of Ancardia. Or I just die like an idiot. Anyway, my speed is back up from 10 to 55, but I can fix the rest with a rather unusual method. At least I think so. Where are... do I really only have... that is unfortunate. I only have one wand of fire and it's empty, and I really don't want to recharge that one. First of all, would the fireball help? Would a wand of fireballs help? Nope. I have to hit myself with the fire. Okay. How many potions of booze do I have? Not really that much. No, 3. That's okay. And a blessed one? Okay. I'm gonna do it. Dip the rusty wand of fire into potions of booze. Okay, wait. 1 charge. And shoot myself! That didn't really help. Much at all. And just moving it wears off very slowly. Now if I only were a magician with firebolt spell, I could do it much faster. But I'm not. I have one other way to do it. I have one other way to do it. This is going to be fun. So much fun. How many recipes do I have? Oh, I have a recipe for extra healing. That's actually a nice surprise. Do I have some raw mana? No, I already drank all of it. Like an idiot. Apply alchemy. I kind of forgot my recipes. I think I have a recipe to mix a potion of oil with a potion of carrot juice. Right. Ooh, the mixture starts to glow. This is exciting. Oops. That didn't work. Maybe if I try again. Let's say I have this potion, not a potion of oil, and I'm going to mix it. Let's do some other recipe. Maybe this potion of boost charisma will. This one starts to warm up. That's interesting. That should be get a nice. And ouch, that is unfortunate. Okay, I should probably drop the act. Um, Alchemy is actually a really excellent way to get explosions at will. You can even, if all your items are protected from the fire, using, for instance, the blastering of ice, and you are immune to fire, basically, or so resistant that it really doesn't matter, you can actually use alchemy really. You can actually use being a really bad alchemist to advantage. What's funny is that you can just use your user's verb roots for alchemy in this way and produce lots of explosions. These explosions will kill monsters, actually. So if you don't have the fireball spell, being a terrible alchemist is the next best thing. And it's really, really useful, actually. So I kind of have to be glad for that potion of education to get myself up to regular speed. Alchemy. What's useless too? Uh, hmm. Stoma Semtia. I don't really need that one. What about potion of boost perception? I might almost be able to use that. Boost potions. I mean, well, well, the mosses of Moralen are basically useless. And mix some more of that Stoma Semtia with each other. With itself. That's enough. Okay, I got my speed fixed. Now I can actually explore that final level. You may recognize this kind of layout from the elemental temples. The right part, once more, is random and can contain random monsters. Sometimes it contains a really, really dangerous tension room, which is really more trouble than you kind of want to have at this point. There's one difference, though. You don't have to dig your way in, because there already is a way in. But this is actually pretty mean. The main way in is actually a really poor idea. And to give you an idea of how poor an idea it is, I can give you 1 month of monster detection. These are the creatures inside the final level. You can see lots of chaos mutants around here. You can see a whole lot of withering mass bomb chaos here. You can see a ton of ghost lords here. And these guys are the most dangerous. But I might be lucky enough now. I don't have one of destruction, so you're actually going to see me fight a lot of these guys. But I won't get ahead of myself. First of all, I'm going to dig my way over here. And because I now have this 90 stones pickaxe, I can do so infinitely. But that would take too long, and I still have my wants of digging. This is the best way to do it. It's not the only way to do it. You can go the normal way, but then you have to fight tons of monsters. The best way is to dig. Because digging at the upper end of the screen will eventually take you... Whoops. 10 more eyes in a circle around my head. How many options do I have? That's 9. Yep, that's okay. I can deal with that. Also, because I don't really have any of the negative corruptions yet, I don't want to use my Scrolls of Chaos resistance. I might have to use them later, depending on how well this goes. Dig my way in, and I'm here, where I want to be. As you can see, there's a whole lot of Chaos Mutants in here. Luckily, Chaos Mutants are humanoid, which means they will die really fast. They can, however, hit relatively nasty. Not nasty enough, though. Why am I here? pick up Wings of Slaying, I guess. Oh, Wings of Slaying? Really good Wings of Slaying, actually. I think I might actually use that Ring of Slaying for the extra damage. Might be able to use it. And I might also take this opportunity to get some proper missiles in here. And continue. This is these side chambers and the upper and lower bottom, upper and lower borders of the screen contain levers that will open and close the Chaos Gate. I'll be able to show them to you relatively soon. I just have to get rid of these monsters first. Kind of want to stay further in. I kind of really don't want to stay further in because I do take some damage. The ones that I have to kill as fast as possible are the Chaos Wizards, so I'm going to venture inside to get to them. Get rid of the Chaos Mutant. Because I'm invisible, many of these monsters actually can't see me. But there is one who can see me, and that is a Balor. An ancient creature of chaos, there appears enormous humanoids cloaked in fiery shadow or smoke. They are feared opponents whose nature makes them resistant to many magics and who strike with awesome and relentless force. They are feared even among creatures of chaos, sometimes being offered tribute, and so are usually well equipped and prepared to destroy. Balor seem to have an average speed about 91, which is an excellent advantage for me. They're not very fast. Still, they are also defeatable, for me especially, but you really want to fight them one-on-one, if you can at all help it. And that's what I'm going to do. They are, however, vulnerable to demon slaying and humanoid slaying, so we can have some fun here. I'm going to use these. I can go that way, and they're across of humanoid slaying. Eat them. I'm not saying I can't take him in melee, but why would I? As long as I have this slaying stuff around. And that is one dead Balor and 370,000 XP, which means level 30. Which doesn't mean anything yet, because level 30 doesn't really get... It gets me another talent. I have no idea what to do with it. Well, now that I took Basher, I might as well just take Powerful Strike to follow it. Follow it up. Get my Demon Slaying back. Get some of that stuff. I don't really need much of it, though. At this point, stuff doesn't really matter. You should have all the stuff you need, if you even get here. Otherwise, you didn't exactly think things through before you got here. Some equipment. I don't need Potions of Uselessness at this point of the game. Let's get rid of some of the creatures in here, just so I don't have to really deal with a lot of things. Oh, I am hungry. Luckily I'm invisible, so I can take a break to eat. It's pretty overpowered. Plate mail, longsword. I don't really need any of that. In this place a lever is rising on the floor in a 45-degree angle. The lever starts to brim with magical energies. Now you might think I'm done here, but think again. Because there are two levers. And I have to get the other one too. Which means the same thing that I did up there, I'm going to do down bottom. Why do I have bones? I have a bone to pick with myself for that. Oh ho ho ho. Let's get rid of the cookie. They say that elves trade strength of body for speed. Kind of true. Eating dark elves usually reduces toughness at a cost of dexterity. And that's about the extent of truth there is to that. Did I remember to bring anything to... Yeah, I forgot my cooked lizards, didn't I? Yeah, I deliberately dropped them, more like it. But I still have my stomophilia. That should do it. And that was the wrong button. Don't want to wait. I want to dig. Still have ones of digging, right? Right? Yep. I'm digging one. I'm digging once more. And dig the rest of the way with my artifact pickaxe. One peculiarity of the level down bottom is that it is only 2 spaces tall, which means there's less monsters in it. Fewer monsters, I should say. And it's kind of easier to do, all things told. Let's have to get the monsters here done. Over and done with. There's some potions here. Not really important. Fight these guys. Chaos wizards. Want to kill them as fast as possible before they start summoning things. And there's the Balor. My good man. We have another Balor fight on our hands. Luckily I'm retardedly fast, so it's not really much of a deal. Eat. Humanoid slaying. And demon slaying. And you know what? I'm going to do this. Because I can fight them in melee. I just don't want to. This is the main reason why Skull Crusher is an excellent item. It will kill the Balors on the final level, and if you can kill Balors on the final level, you can win the final level. Anyway, now that I killed the second Balor, and there's a second lever, I should be done, right? Well, you're going to see. You push the lever. It starts to brim with magic energies. You hear an angry scream in the distance. Suddenly, the incursions of chaotic energy seem to disappear. It seems that you have succeeded in your quest. Oh my god, I'm done. I'm almost finished. You suddenly feel a surge of corruption washing over the level. Press A to continue. I have no idea what's up with that. As if someone or something had reopened the gate. And that is what happens. You think you succeeded in your quest. But there are a lot of Balors, and they don't like... Just because you push the lever doesn't mean the gate will stay closed. So it means you have to fight even more of these Balors. And here's the thing. You will have to fight all of the Balors, or they will keep reopening the levers. No, I don't want to maim myself. What are you talking about? There are 2 ways, basically, to prevent this. Well, 3 ways. First of all, you can kill all the Balors. Second, there is a way to destroy the levers after you've handled them, using a wand of destruction, which I can't show you because I don't own one. If I did own one, I would actually be pretty much done. I just have to destroy the levers after I've handled them. Since that is not possible, I have to go with one of the 2 other ways. The second way, naturally, is kill all the Balors. If you can kill all the Balors, that's the best way, but Balors have a nasty corruption tech. There's a lot of them, and they are really nasty. So that's not exactly optimal. There's a third way, which is a bit, let's say, cheating. I mean, all's fair in love and war, but it basically amounts to preventing Balors from getting on top of the handle lever, and it has to deal with doors and ones of monster creation, which is a bit I just might show you that technique, but for the sake of entertainment, I am going to go with kill all the Balors. That's a promise. Unless it gets nasty, in which case I will fall back on the other method. I don't really need items at this point. I just need my humanoid slaying and demon slaying back. As you can see, the lever is once more unhandled, but I can handle it once myself. Now I'm going to go back around to the other lever, because that one also got deactivated, and there's also going to be a Balor here, or not. Strange. And once more it seems I have succeeded in my quest. But this here happened. First of all, I can handle this lever, but to kill the Balor I have to go all the way down again. Which kind of eats a lot of corruption points. But that's the way I've chosen to do it, at least. I can do it in melee too, I guess. At least part of the damage I can do in melee. Take a step back, hit him, take a step back. Kill him. I'm level 32, which means I get another class power. In this case, +3 to strength and toughness. The weird part of the final level is, oftentimes you will enter it at around level 30, but if you kill all the Balors, like I'm doing right now, you will actually leave on level 50, or at least close to it. I probably won't be able to go all the way to level 50 like this, because that's a lot of XP. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I still have my rusty wand of teleportation. I'm going to soup it up. And I'm going to teleport all the way over there. But I'm actually going to do it with my scrolls of teleportation. Where are they? Where are my scrolls of teleportation? There is one. Handle the lever. Whoops, I already handled that one before. That was unnecessary. Yep. Once more, I should stop using the walk command, because I'm always all the way over there before I get down there. And go down using my wand of teleportation. Say hello to one more Balor. Level 33. This is kind of tedious, I know. It should be more exciting, but if this level is actually exciting, if you actually manage to make this level exciting, there's a good chance that you will lose in the process. As with always in the game. It's the final level. Do it right, and you save the world. And in saving the worlds, you really can't afford to take any risks. That's the way it goes. I like the XP I'm getting though. Very snazzy. How many Balors are left? 4. And you might be able to see that one of the 4 Balors is a darker red than the others. I wonder what it means. Of course I know what it means. I've been here before. Teleport down here, and that was kind of unnecessary. No, it was okay. One more Balor. This is really kind of unfair. But I've recently managed to completely bungle this place up, and I don't want to repeat that. I'm level 35. Basically get about 1 level per Balor, which is a good way to get level 50. I've already said that, haven't I? Whew. Handle lever. Teleport my way up. Handle the other lever. I think I'm going to walk this time. Have to eat again. Stomach fill here. It's always good at this point. And I'm corrupted again. How many corruptions do I have? It's 10. No, 11. I can deal with that. And once more, I didn't get a bad corruption. I'm going to read a scroll of charging to get my wand of teleportation after snuff. And once more, I'm going to teleport down. Here. So I can fight the Balor. This way you can fight the Balors one-on-one, so if you really want to finish the level by killing all the Balors, this is by far the best way to do it. You have to be careful of one thing though. The way it is, I've managed to completely sneak around the Balors in the middle. The gigantic mass of monsters in the middle, including all of the Balors at once. Balors can freely teleport, which means they can catch you across the entire level if they so care to do it. Which means, in other terms, that you really don't want to turn the whole level into a Balor fest by opening the central hall where the actual gate is located. And to avoid that, you have to know one thing and be careful about it. I'm going to show it to you quite soon. After I'm done picking another talent, I have no idea. What am I supposed to do? I guess I can pick aggressive. Get a bit of extra to hit. On its own, that's not really worth it, but I think aggressive was the one that leads into Berserker Specialist or something. It seems I've succeeded in my quest. Well, let's see. Let's go to the stairs. Who would have thought it? Another Balor. Oh, I almost forgot. I think I'm going to fight this one in melee just for this change. Skull Crusher makes short work of them. This is the time in the game where you start to run out of skills to increase, because all the skills you have are either untrained or maxed. What you really have to be careful of follow cursor, this wall and this wall are secret doors. And if you find them, suddenly these small lever rooms, which have been very peaceful, are connected to the main hall that contains all of the monsters. And once that shit starts going down, this level becomes much more interesting. I have to go up. 1 second. It seems I've succeeded in my quest. Well, let's see. That didn't work. Push the lever again. And get my ass teleported down. Again. And this guy is kind of different. Fistonarius, the Greater Balor. Commonly referred to as Fisty. He's the only Greater Balor that you meet this side of the gate. And he is, of course, pretty nasty. Very few of these legendary opponents of law may exist. If more did exist, the powers of law would have sent them act to destroy them, as the Greater Balor is a threat to any manifestation of law. They, like the smaller relatives, yes, they're pretty big and pretty damn strong. And pretty damn vulnerable to demon slaying. That is, if you can manage to hit them. That guy's slippery. Whoops, he's already next to me. I don't want that. So, and I might still have arrows of demon slaying or something. Humanoid slaying at least. And I am a bit better at bows than at quarrels. Arrows of slaying, that was pretty good. I'm at 700 HP? Barbarians are pretty nasty when it comes to that. I don't really have slaying arrows anymore, right? Well then, I guess... nope. I'm not out of demon slaying. I have sling bullets! I'm probably not going to be doing... Oh, spoke too soon. I'm actually doing damage with them, if I can hit. Ouch. Ouch! I don't want any more of that. I have some extra healing here. Whew. I don't want to get this guy, fight this guy in melee, but I don't absolutely have to. It looks I'm really crappy at hitting with these demon slaying sling bullets. And if I do, well, though, they do damage. Okay, do I have some arrows left? I think I have. 1 or 2. Wait a second. There. Ah, that's Quarrels of Humanoid Slaying. Good enough. That didn't work. At all. No matter. Of course, I could do the boring bit. The boring variation of it. But as I've said so many times before, Sometimes boring is the same as smart. Bye bye. Let's play some picky up. No, that was a stat race in strength. So, okay, now that I'm back up, I have my slaying stuff back. Where's Fistonarius? There you are. There you are. There you are. And there you were. Level 38. What was that? 2.6 million XP. Excellent. Is the level out of Balors now? That is the question. Once Fistonarius gets involved, like all bosses, that means all his subordinates have been already dealt with. Natural Berserker, extra damage when berserking. And since I'm level 40, I get a plus 10 damage bonus when fighting as a true Berserker. Now, I may have already explained what true Berserking means, and at this point I have no interest in not wearing my armor. If I had been wearing my armor, there's a good chance Fistonarius might have killed me dead. So no, I'm not going to fight as a true Berserker whatsoever. Oh, Fistonarius was kinda smart and picked some of the squaws up, so I couldn't use them. But not smart enough, my good man. It seems that I've succeeded in my quest. Now that's the moment of truth. Are there still any battles left? Well, I could check, but there's a easier way to find out. And it seems that I am not stopped. Let's place some monster detection. The battles are all done. The levers are handled. And I can leave. I just have to get back. I still have my Scojari of returning, right? Yes. The stairway suddenly transforms, and now leads upwards once more. And once that happens, you have it irrevocably. You have won the game of Ancient Domains of Mystery. This is not going to be the last video, but it is the last video that actually matters, in a sense. There's going to be one more, because once you've won the game, there's still a couple of stuff left to do, and I might do some of it, maybe not all of it. I haven't decided yet. But for now, I have actually managed to play a character from start to finish, recording almost every minute of it, to show you guys on YouTube, to show the entire world, one game of ADOM from start to finish, played without a single character death. All legit. I never reloaded a dead character. I lost save files due to technical difficulties, and I had to reload 1 or 2 times because of it, but it was never Hocus Pocus' fault. She never died. She always survived. It was a fun journey. Thanks for being there with me, and I'll see you very soon.